第52集电磁传说。
Meng Meng, what are you doing?
我在试着用右手定律找出磁力，但我总觉得好像哪里有问题。
Oh dear, Meng Meng. That's not your right hand, that's your left hand.
哦，哎呀，
It's okay. So, were you trying to solve the puzzle?
对啊，不过我觉得有点糊涂了。你能再给我讲一遍右手定律吗？
No problem. Kids, do you remember the right hand rule? Can you show me a gesture like this? Okay, now make sure that your first finger is pointing in the direction of the electric charge.
哦，对，是电流蛇，就是电荷移动的方向，对吗？
Right. Now, the second finger points in the direction of the magnetic field.
好的，磁力场从磁铁的北极延伸出来，然后转圈回到南极，对吗？
Very good. So, if you have the first two fingers pointing in the right direction, then the last finger points in the direction of the force on the charge.
我一定要记住这个手势，这个能力太了不起了，科学赋予了我超级英雄的学识。
That's right. Kids, do you remember the gesture now? Can you apply the knowledge?
我忘了上次那个测验了。
Ah, you are a silly koala. Children, do you remember making the motor with the magnet and the battery? Let me remind you.
好的，也就是说，我们可以利用右手定律来理解电线的运动。
That's right. Do you believe me? Children, are you ready to put your knowledge to the test? Let's go. Hi, children. Here I have the motor we made from last game. Let's watch it in action.
Wow, 太酷了！
I'm glad you like it. But how does it work?
我能用我的右手来找出答案，
Show me the gesture.
像这样。
Good. So, what does the first finger mean?
第一根手指表示的是电流的方向，电流顺着电线一圈一圈的流动。对了，你说想要产生电力，我们需要一个什么样的电路呀？
Right. We need a closed circuit of electricity. In our motor, the electricity flows from the top of our coil down to the bottom and touches the magnets, which goes back into the battery. And that's our closed loop of current.
我明白了，一个封闭的电路，不然电灯就亮不了。
Very good. Now, in our right hand rule, the second finger points in the direction of the magnetic field, right?
没错，
And which direction in our motor is the magnetic field pointing?
让我想想，这里的磁场也是从北极出发，绕圈到南极，所以磁场肯定是从临近电线的地方出来的，是这里吗？
That's right. The magnetic field comes up through the battery and loops around back to the bottom of the magnet, which sits down here. So the electric current is pointing down and the magnetic field is pointing out.
哇，那现在我的大拇指告诉了我力的方向，它指向这边。
Right. So we see that the force pushes the wire sideways.
什么叫力将线往侧面推啊？
Okay, let's review. The right-hand rule tells us that if we have our first finger pointing in the direction of the current, remember, the current comes up through the wire down and loops around through the bottom, so the current is pointing down. The second finger tells us the direction of the magnetic field. The magnetic field comes up through the magnet that's at the bottom and turns around the wire and back up through the bottom, the south pole of the magnet. So the magnetic field is pointing out. And if we look at where our thumb is pointing, it's going to force the currents in the wire to push the wire in a circle.
现在我明白了。
I knew you could do it. Children, were you able to find the scientific explanation as well? Children, you have come a long way in your understanding of electromagnetism. I am so proud of you.
是啊，克里斯博士，我对物理学的神秘世界了解的越来越多了。
Great. Let's review it. First, we had charges.
电荷分正电荷和负电荷，它们制造出了电老虎。
That's right. Same charges push away and opposite charges pull together. But what happens when charges start to move?
产生电力，电荷必须得沿着环路运动才能点亮电灯。我在自己家里可以通过按动电灯的开关来制造出电流环路。
Yes. Next was magnets. Each magnet has a north pole and a south pole, just like planet Earth.
因为地球本身就是一个大磁铁，你知道还有什么东西也是磁铁吗？指南针。磁铁喜欢跟对方一起跳舞，而且指南针始终都跟地球的磁极保持一致，指向北边。
Good memory. Magnets also create an invisible field around them, the magnetic field. These are lines that move from the North Pole all the way around to the South Pole.
没错，而且其他的磁铁还喜欢通过跳舞的方式来跟隐形场对齐。
But most interesting is that magnets can push and pull on charges, and that's because electricity and magnetism come together to make the electromagnetic force.
对，我已经等不及要用我学过的电磁学知识来制造许许多多的创造发明了。我会用电制造出发动机，把它变成一块能让其他磁铁转起来的磁铁。
Very clever. I bet you will solve many problems in the world with the help of your new scientist friends. Just remember to always practice your knowledge and be ready to learn.
我不会忘记的，因为我写了一首歌来帮助我记忆。